Welcome to It's Tomorrow News. I am Hena Talati. 6.2 magnitude earthquake detected off southern coast of New Zealand. The United States Geological Survey reported a 6.2 magnitude earthquake off the southern coast of New Zealand near the largely uninhabited Auckland Islands on the Wednesday. The GeoNet monitoring agency of the New Zealand said the earthquake's epicenter was 33 kilometers below the surface of the earth. No immediate tsunami warnings were reported, and nor were there reports of any damage on the country's mainland. A city council from the nearest sizable city, Invercargill, said there were no reports of the earthquake being felt in the area or the damage to the infrastructure. Earlier this month, an earthquake of magnitude 7.7 struck southeast of the Loyalty Islands in the New Caledonia, triggering a tsunami warning, authorities said. The earthquake in the Pacific occurred southwest of the Fiji, east of the Australia and north of the New Zealand. New Zealand straddles the Pacific and Australian tectonic plates. These plates are colliding with the huge force, causing one to slowly grind over under or alongside the other. As the brittle crust gives way under the pressure, a fault ruptures and the earthquake is unleashed. Every year, GNS Science records over 20,000 earthquakes in the New Zealand. About 100 to 150 of these quakes are large enough to be felt. The others we only know about because they are recorded by the seismographs. New Zealand is particularly earthquake prone because it is located on the boundary of two of the world's major tectonic plates, the Pacific plate and the Australian plate. These plates are slowly diving against each other, causing one to be pushed past and under the other. New Zealand is located on the edge of the zone of the intense seismic activity known as the Ring of Fire. This borders the Pacific plate and includes many of the world's greatest seismic and volcanic hotspots, including Indonesia, Japan, California, Peru and Chile. New Zealand lies along the convergent boundary of the westward moving Pacific plate and the northward moving Australian plate. The interaction as these plates collide is responsible for much of the New Zealand's geography. Off the east coast of the North Island and down through the Cook Strait, the Pacific plate is pushing underneath the Australian plate. This process, called subduction, results in the deep earthquakes under the North Island. It is the reason for much of the active volcanism in the North Island, such as Mount Ruapehu, Rotorua thermal pools and other areas of the volcanic activity. From Kaikoura on the east coast of the South Island down the Fiordland, and the plates are sliding past each other, with the Pacific plate moving slightly over the Australian plate. This process, known as abduction, is forming the Southern Alps and Alpine Fault. South Fiordland and Australian plate subducts below the Pacific plate. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.